story takes place in a world pretty different to yours, actually. Because in this world, people build houses and they live in it, and they just stay there the whole time. They never go anywhere. They just stay in their house. Well, actually, as I think about it, it's not that different from our world, is it? But they build their houses out of many different things. For instance, my house that I built my house out of, I built my house out of selfish ambition. I love selfish ambition. Stay away from my ambition, okay? It's mine. You don't own it. I own it. And I love my house of selfish ambition. It's a great place to live, and I just feel comfortable there. But I'm also just a bit, I don't know, something within me it doesn't sit right that I'm here in my selfish ambition. Because every time I turn on the news, I hear this.
Tonight's news headline: physics, olives, and a dress.
Oh, physics! I hate the news. Is always bad. Physics. Hands up if you like physics. You're the devil. Physics is terrible. Oh my gosh, I can't stand it. But I heard of this place. I've heard of this place. It's on a journey. It's far away, and I heard that it is a lot like France. Oh, France is such a good place. I mean, all the language, the atmosphere there. It's not France, but it's like France, and it's fantastic. And it's a land flowing with chocolates and music sport. I love music sport, where you're moving to the music all the time. You're never stopping. I love music sport and chocolate and this place that's like France. But I'm a bit nervous because, you see, outside my house of selfish ambition is a huge storm, and I don't think I can make it. No, I don't think so. A little encouragement, please. I don't think so. No, don't tell me what to do. It's my ambition to stay in my house. If only there was something. If there was someone who would give me a bit of peace about going out into that storm. If only there was like a doorbell where mail was delivered. Ding dong. Oh. I don't remember ordering this, apart from the fact that I knew there was a doorbell coming. I don't remember ordering this, but a hat. A hat is good for weathering a storm. It will keep me safe so I can see where I'm going. You know what? I will go into this storm. Here we go. Maybe soon. There we go. Oh my gosh. There's no wind yet. I don't know why there's not any wind. There we go. Oh, the storm and the rain that is coming down on my face. My hat is doing nothing. Oh my gosh. No, I cannot do it. I can't go. It's too hard. I don't have enough in me. I've got to build a house from this storm again. Clearly the storm stopped. I've got to build a house again today. I've left why did I leave my selfish ambition? I loved it. But you know what? I'm going to build a house of fits of rage. Yes, build that house of rage. Oh, I'm always angry because of what I see on the news.
Tonight's follow-up headlines: annoying siblings, injustice, and spiders.
Oh, spiders! And siblings who put spiders on your face. Oh, I hate spiders. Oh, but I don't like this. I don't like where I am. I remember France. I remember a land flowing with chocolate and with music sport and with family. Oh, to have family again. That is my dream because I have been living for so long on my own. All right. But only if I had someone. Maybe if I had someone with me, then I could make the journey. Then I would have peace to go back out into that storm again. To hear that doorbell. There we go. Oh, guys and girls, it's Rayhan! And for the convenience of this story, it's Rayhan who doesn't speak verbally but through blinking. Fantastic. All right, we're not going to muck up the story now. I'm so glad. What's that, Rayhan? You want to go to the place that is like France, flowing of chocolates and family and sports music and family again? There's even double family. I love double family. Oh my gosh. That's so funny because I wanted to go too. You got a coat. Let's share. Let's share that coat and let's head out into this storm. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Out into the storm. Oh my gosh. But we're together, friends. We are together. Help me. Help me. Wait. What did you just blink to me? Did you just say that you only came on this to get close to me because you want to date my sister? How dare you, good sir? How dare you? You can continue on this journey by your lonesome. I will not be betrayed like that. Why did I leave my house of fits of rage? Why? I'm going to build a new one. This time I'm going to build a house of debauchery. Oh, debauchery. Should I explain that? I really don't know if I should. Debauchery is basically sleeping around. I love my house of sleeping around. Fantastic. Why am I having a good time? Let's put on the news. What's on the news? What's on the news?
Math, school, and English.
Oh! School is where physics live. I don't think I like this. Why? Why have I done this? Why have I built my house of debauchery? I was on the journey. I had a friend. I was getting there. If only someone would give me something that would give me peace to make it all the way to that France location. Oh, there's a doorbell before I wanted it. Ooh. I thought she was going to throw those at my body and you're going to see me get hurt. I didn't get hurt, thank you. Oh, boots. That's exactly what I need to get through this storm because storms bring mud. We all know that. Why am I walking in socks the whole time? Wait. Get on my work boots. I'm going to do it. Actually, no, I've got to show you something first, actually. Forgetting my own story. But I don't know who keeps sending these things. Oh, I didn't realize, but the king has been helping me. The king has been sending all these things to help me get to the place of, well, that is like France. Remember, it's not France. I mean, who really wants to go to France? But on Valentine's Day, I didn't even recognize that. But it's a land like France. That's okay. It's like it, so that's okay. The good things are France and leave the bad, the people. Leave that one. It's a land flowing with chocolate and music, sports, and family. Well, not family, double family. And I love this person, reading the Bible. Oh, good on you. It's a wonderful place. And I think finally I have the energy, I have the effort. Let's brave this storm one last time. Let's get there. Oh, and there's no wind again. That's okay. And we're I will get there. I will get all the way to this place that I want to get to. And oh, look, the storm is clearing. The storm is clearing. It's becoming a beautiful blue sky. I'm here. I'm here in this place like France. I'm here and look, you're here as well. And you're here. And you're here. Oh, I forgive you, brother. I forgive you. Let's put on the news, shall we? Newsman.
Welcome to your safe place. Please enjoy the chocolate we have on offer.
No, I don't know. Alrighty, alrighty. Alrighty, as the last chocolates get passed around, calm down, calm down. Eyes back to the front. You might have missed the end. You might have missed the end, but the newsreader, when I got to this magical place, well, not a magical place, this place where I was seeking to be away from the sinful acts towards things that are good, I put on the news and the newsreader said, maybe one last time, newsreader. Oh, he's got to get his mic back.
Welcome to the land of chocolate.
And you get to share in that. Isn't that great that you get to share in this land that is flowing with chocolate and family and family? I didn't repeat myself. Well, I did, but I didn't mean to. And music, sport. Aren't we glad to be here? Are you glad to be here with your chocolate? Good, good. Because tonight we are looking at peace. And I want to start with a question, because questions help us think. It's the introvert in me to ask questions. Here's the key question. Where is your safe place? Where is your safe place? Where do you run to when the world, when life gets a bit too much? Maybe you run to friends in search of peace. Maybe you run to family. Maybe you run to bad decisions in search of peace. Maybe when the world's a bit too much, you run to self-harm. For me, while I would always like to run to God, I have to find peace, I have to be honest, I don't. No, sometimes I run to my wife, looking for her love to give me peace when I'm really struggling with the world. Sometimes I run to my PlayStation or to Netflix just to escape the world. What I want all of us to know tonight is this. When we go searching for peace in God, He gives us the power to see beyond our present pain to a forever future of full peace. If you had to describe peace, what would you say? That's the real question. If you had to describe peace, what would you say? Hands up so I can try and point at people. Love. Okay? Peace is love. What else? Sorry, doing something you love? Yeah. Relaxing yourself. There's one up the back maybe. No. Any others? Yep. No signs of discrimination. That's peace. Yeah? He's still eating. Eating is peace. Is that what you're trying to say? I can't understand. Oh, family. This is peace. This is peace. All right, last one. Sorry? No brothers and sisters. Well, when we get to the end of my talk, you might think differently. That's okay. I asked for answers. That's fine. Like what I mentioned about before when I was up here with Rayhan, when it comes to describing feelings, to describing ideas, or describing anything really, the English language is a language that tries to be as basic as possible. The English language basically wants one word to mean one thing, and that's it. It doesn't want to complicate it. Most of the other languages of the world, though, those languages are beautiful, including the languages that the Bible is written in. One word can mean so many things, can have so many ideas behind them. For instance, peace, funnily enough, which we're talking about. In Hebrew, which is Jewish people's language, peace, or the word for peace, is shalom. Do you want to know if this comes up on screen? Do you want to say it with me? Shalom. In Greek, the word for peace is Irene. Do we have any Irenes in the house tonight? One? No. Yes? No. Well, if you were Irene and I wouldn't judge you, your name means peace. Because these words, Shalom and Irene, they don't. Thanks. I'll have that later. These words, Shalom and Irene, they don't just mean peace. They also mean wholeness, soundness, security, prosperity. So if we were Jewish and we greet each other or we say goodbye to each other after having spent some time together, we'd just say shalom, which basically you're saying, I wish you peace. I wish you prosperity. I wish you security and wholeness and soundness in life. That's what we're saying. And all of that wrapped up into one word. And that's what Jesus is saying in John 14:27. If you have the sheets under your chairs, but it's also on the screen as well. This is what Jesus says in John 14:27. Peace I leave with you. He's saying, shalom, I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid. Jesus is saying, I want you to know, I want you to feel that you have security in me. You have wholeness in me. You don't need to go looking for it elsewhere. You don't need to look at the things of this world because they don't offer real peace. They won't give you prosperity, the things of this world. They won't help you feel sound. But I will give you true peace. What if that is true? What if we've been searching for a safe place, for a place from the storms of this world, and we've been searching all these years, but we've been looking in the wrong places? Maybe the storm of life came on you. Maybe your parents are fighting and you're worried for them, but you don't know where to find shelter. So you build yourself a house of rage. You just become an angry person and you push everyone away because, hey, if there's nobody around you, then there's no one to hurt you, right? But because you pushed everyone away, that's exactly what you're left with. No one. And suddenly this safe place that you've built for yourself, well, it doesn't feel safe. It feels lonely and isolated. Maybe the storm of life came on. Maybe you have insecurities about being alone, or you have insecurities of not meeting other people's views of what you should be. And so you build a house of idolatry, worshiping other things. You say, if I worship the God of prosperity, if I have things, lots of things, then I'll feel safe. If I worship the God of popularity, if I worship the God of sex, then I'll feel safe. But the more you consume, the more it isn't enough. And before you realize it, you're not in a safe house anymore. You're in an empty room with 4 walls and a tiny window, and you're not sure how to get out. But when we go searching for peace in God, He gives us the power to see beyond our present pain to a forever future of full peace. How does He do it? How does God give us this amazing, this multifaceted, real peace that nothing else does? Well, one, He's God, the creator of everything. That's how. Number 2, God the Holy Spirit is an important part of bringing us peace. And that's what Jesus is saying in verse 27. He says, he's talking about how the Holy Spirit will be our guide, our help, after Jesus leaves this world. Jesus isn't physically here anymore. He went back to heaven. And he says the Holy Spirit will be your help. The Holy Spirit will be your guide to help you weather the storm outside, weather the storm of bad things. Number 3, Jesus died on the cross so you could have peace. You see, before Jesus died, humans had a pretty fractured relationship with God. Humans didn't have direct access to God because of our sin. Access to God could only come through the church leaders back then. And you had to pretty much go to the highest church leader, who he was the only person who ever once a year he got to go be in God's presence. That's the sort of fractured relationship they were living in. But when Jesus died on the cross, he took all of our sin, all of my sin, all of your sin, all of the sin of the world from beginning to end. He took all of that on himself and paid the price of death that we deserve. And with our sin removed, we can now have direct access to God because Jesus has become our link. It was when Jesus rose from death that he proved he also was God. And he had the power to bring us back into relationship with God, where our sin would not be held against us anymore. And finally, 4. In the other passage, John 14, verses 1-4, Jesus says this: "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God. Believe also in me. My Father's house has many rooms. If that were not so, would I have told you that I am going there to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and I will take you to be with me in that place where I am." See, Jesus didn't do all this stuff on earth just to go back up to heaven and pull up a beach chair and just relax. Jesus is in heaven working. Jesus is in heaven preparing a place for us, a place that is free from worry and heartache. Jesus is building a place where all Christians can live forever in a community of love, in a community of peace, in a community of soundness and security. One where there is prosperity and we will feel whole. A community where there is zero barrier between us and our Creator, God Himself. Because when we go searching for peace in God, He gives us the power to look beyond our present pain to a forever future of full peace. This world, this life that we live, it's painful. It's full of danger. It's full of worry. It's full of strife. It was yesterday. It has been today. And unless Jesus comes back right now, it will be tomorrow. We have to learn and grow at looking to God for peace. Drawing peace from God won't make the bad stuff just disappear. But God will give us peace to get through the storm. Looking to God will give us peace because we know where we're heading. Heaven. Where is your safe place? If you're not a Christian, maybe you have like 1,000 questions you want to ask right now. And that's good. Find answers to those questions because they are important questions. Maybe, though, what God has taught us tonight has made you want the peace that God is offering. If so, please, 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 please speak to a friend, speak to a leader. Tell them that you want the peace God is offering, and they will pray with you. Because if you ask God to forgive you tonight, or if you ask God to forgive you basically any day before He Jesus comes back, he will. He will forgive you. And he will start helping you grow in drawing peace from him. You will have the Holy Spirit as a guide in this world. If you're a Christian, though, maybe you're thinking, wow, man, I need to redirect where I find my peace. Maybe you're trying to find peace in all the wrong places. And you need to seek out God. If that's you, ask him for help. Just like in the story, sometimes I just couldn't do it and I fell backwards. I needed to look to God to help me find peace again so that I could continue on that journey heavenward. But maybe you're a Christian and maybe you're growing steadily. Maybe you are drawing peace from God. You have worries and strife in this life and you think, I won't let it worry me too much. I mean, it's going to be a worry, but I will focus on God and he will give me peace about it. If that's you, don't be ashamed. You're going really well. I mean, who really wants to worry about this world anyway? It sucks. It sucks compared to heaven. Just remember though, if you're going really well, the Bible tells us, as iron sharpens iron, so you are meant to help your brothers and sisters who aren't doing so well. You are meant to get alongside them and help them grow in all their spiritual fruit. I know we're talking about peace tonight, but if you're going well with Christ, help your brothers and sisters grow in all their spiritual fruit. Where is your safe place? Shalom, everyone. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, you are more amazing than we can ever fathom. You created everything that we can see and feel and sense. You created a need in us to find peace in you because we mucked up our world and mucked up our lives so badly. Please help us head out into the rest of our weekend remembering you are God. You are the God of the universe who didn't let sin keep us separated from you. You sent Jesus to die and rise again so we could find shalom in you. Help us to draw peace in this world from you and you alone, and not to go looking for it in sin. Help us continually get better at focusing on you and our forever future with you in heaven. Help us weather the storm of this bad life. We pray all this in Jesus' name. Amen.